What's up guys, it's Susie Bullock from HeyGrillHey.com, and if you're watching this video, that means we probably already have something in common. We both love good barbecue, and that's perfect because here at Hey Grill Hey, my whole goal is to help you make better barbecue so you can feed the people you love and become a backyard barbecue hero. Today we're doing that with a grilled skirt steak with Chipotle seasoning. Let's do it. This is one of my favorite recipes. I had this idea for this Chipotle dry rub, but I really struggled to get the ratios totally perfect. It took me almost 5 tries to nail it, but let me tell you, I totally nailed it. And it was definitely worth the wait. You guys are gonna love this one. This is one of those meals where less is more. All you really need is a steak, a good dry rub, and hot coals. It's a really affordable way to enjoy a nice steak dinner. You're gonna need about 25 minutes total for this recipe, 15 minutes to prep, 10 minutes to cook. So let's get started. For this recipe, all you'll need is the skirt steak. I start with about 1.5 to 2 pound skirt steak. This piece of meat will serve 3 people. And then of course, the dry rub. We start with a tablespoon of brown sugar, a teaspoon of chili powder, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of onion powder, a half a teaspoon of ground chipotle chilies, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So grab your bowl and mix all of those rub ingredients together. Just mix up the chipotle seasoning, break up any of those little brown sugar clumps. You're ready to go. Set your seasoning aside. Just do a quick trim of your steak. You want to remove any excess pieces of fat that are kind of hanging out on top or bottom of the meat. The stuff that runs in between the muscles is totally fine, but anything above will cause flare-ups and will burn on the grill. Sometimes on the back, you'll have extra pieces of silver skin that need to be trimmed off. I just use a little fillet knife, run it right underneath. The meat gets really thin on one side, so you just gotta go right underneath that silver skin so you don't take off too much of the meat. Once your steak is trimmed, all you have to do is sprinkle with your seasoning, and that's it. The rub is the most important part of this dish. It has all of the elements for a great seasoning. It's sweet, it's smoky, it's spicy, and it's a little bit salty. It's perfect. Really press that seasoning in with your fingers. Flip it over. Season the other side. All right, steak looks good. It's seasoned, ready to hit the grill. I've got it at 450 degrees, and remember, this cooks really quickly. So grab a pair of tongs and your thermometer and just park it right next to the grill. All right, grill is preheated to 450 degrees. I'm cooking mine on charcoal. You can cook yours on gas. Both work just fine. We're gonna put our steak directly on the grill grates, right over the coals. Don't walk away, this cooks in a matter of minutes. We're looking for an internal temperature between 125 and 135 degrees Fahrenheit. I pull mine off at 130. We're not closing the lid here because I don't want to risk overcooking the steak. I would say skirt steak is a little bit temperamental. It's perfect when it's medium rare, but anything above that, and it tends to get chewy really quickly. We're almost there. You're starting to see this color darken. I want to get just a little bit more char on there before I flip it. That looks perfect. We've got these nice little crispy pieces along the edges, some beautiful browning from the temperature on the grill grates. It's already looking good after that first flip. I'm starting to see those nice dark brown, crispy caramelized edges and some nice sear marks from the high temperature we had on the grill grate. All right, this is done. We're gonna take this back inside, let it rest for 10 minutes. Our steak's been resting for 10 minutes. That means it's time to slice. I want to give you a little tip when it comes to slicing skirt steak. Because the grain runs this way through the steak, we need to change how we slice it so that you get really nice tender bites that are against the grain. So first we're going to slice the steak right in half. And then we're going to turn each of these pieces 90 degrees. You can see the strands run this way on the steak. So if you tried to cut your slices like this, you'd be eating long, chewy strands of meat. By turning it 90 degrees and slicing this direction, By slicing this way, you get these nice short pieces of muscle fiber that are much more tender and easy to chew. So like this piece right here, because we've cut it against the grain, it'll just pull apart, which is what you want, right? More tender steak. A lot goes into how you can slice your beef. Grilled skirt steak with my Chipotle seasoning.
It's like butter.
Perfect for salads.
Tacos.
Perfect for tacos.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect for nachos. Or just eating it straight off of a cutting board.
That's what I do.
We love this recipe. We're gonna turn it into something delicious. I hope you guys give this one a try at home. If you do, leave a comment and let us know what you think about it. Better yet, snap a photo of your beautiful finished dish. Post it on social media. Use the hashtag #HeyGrillHey. That way we can see it and cheer you on in your journey to becoming a backyard barbecue hero. See you next time.